ready for another lesson?
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Back Row Banter, your favorite casual movie talk podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Schwartz, and on this week's episode, we'll be talking about the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World. But of course, before we get to any of that, I'm joined today by vegan Nathaniel. Nathaniel Ginger.
What up, folks? I am definitely not vegan, but I would be if it gave me cool powers. I'm not gonna lie. I would consider it if I could float and have a vegan ray.
Yeah, I'd be much more enticed.
Basically, it means I'm better than you.
That way.
But yeah, I'm excited for Scott Pilgrim. Man, it'll be fun to talk about this one in our first experiences coming to it. I feel like, was this an older brother movie introduction for you, Adam?
No. No, this I watched. When did this come out again?
It's like 06, 07 maybe.
It's 2010. It's 2010.
Never mind.
And this I probably watched for the first time in like 7th or 8th grade. So I would have been like 13, 14-ish.
So 2013, 2014.
2013, 2014. Yeah.
For context, my sophomore and junior year of college.
There's your context. Yeah, a friend of mine showed it to me. He'd seen it before. It was like a sleepover movie watch. Cracking up. Loved it when I watched it. So
I can imagine it hitting very, very hard for a 13, 14-year-old and circa 2013 or 14 as well, too.
Oh, my God. We'll get into it. Yeah, we'll get into it. Also joining us today, it's Hair Dye Tyler Berdalis.
What's going on? I was going to say I've never dyed my hair, but that is a lie.
You had to have for like a costume or a...
I guess it wasn't technically dyeing; it was bleaching. But
you frost the tips?
It was for sports.
Of course.
Yeah. It was like a wrestling thing back in the day.
Wrestling team makes sense. Yeah. That'll work.
So yeah, at one point I did my frosted tips, and then the other one was like just like my bangs were done at some point.
I was gonna say, how long are we at this point? Is it a buzz cut and then you bleach it, or we're like early Eminem, or are we getting
the
like full
tips
beads?
Being frosted was very much like in sync, like all your hair was spiked up.
Yeah.
And then you just get like your frosted tips, and then my bangs were a little bit more towards like a punk phase. Like my whole head was kind of like a little bit more like mop top, and
more
then
the
I just
emo
had like my bangs done
era.
Yeah, kind of. You know how like Chris had it?
Yeah, sure. Were you straightening your hair as well too?
I was not straightening. Mine was just like natural,
just full
but
on.
It was kind of like that.
Yeah. I had that as well too at a certain point. Didn't dye my hair. Never dyed my hair. I don't think. Let's think about this now.
Just bleached it twice. Never had any color in it.
We used to have crazy hair day at school, and I remember I had like hair gel that you put in that was like a different color, that kind of thing, once or twice.
Yeah, I definitely did like some temporary stuff a handful of times.
Never frosted my tips though. Never dyed my hair.
Neither did I. I was too young for that.
There's still time
in that trend. There's still time. It'll come back.
Pretty
it
soon
always
here.
does, dude.
It always does. Yeah, pretty
Big
soon.
Big baggy jeans are back in, so
Jenko jeans.
Yeah.
Love it. No BlakeHolder this week.
We are,
which is out of commission. I don't think he was being awfully mysterious. He never gave us a reason, guys. What do we think he's doing right now?
Mortal Kombat, real life.
You think he's playing Mortal Kombat?
No, I think he's in a real. Okay. I think he's in a Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you think he's in a tournament right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in like an after credit scene for the movie, and they're just finishing rap. So
As the number one Raiden on PlayStation 5, he got an invite to the movie.
Is that his character?
I don't know. It's the only Mortal Kombat character I knew off the top of my head.
Okay.
Was that or
who mainlines in the newest one?
Is Kano? Is that another one?
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Johnny Cage.
I could have gone with Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Kung Lao, Liu Kang.
Are Kung Lao and Liu Kang,
Lizard.
is that just, are they like
Sub-Zero?
Are
Scorpion?
they flips of each other? That feels very close in terms of naming.
No. Kung Lao is the one with like the bladed brim on his hat.
Oh, yeah.
And then Liu Kang's the one that's got like fire abilities.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was one they had it up on the whiteboard, and another guy just went up and like moved the letters around, and it went from Kung Lao to Liu Kang. Sure. Like, we need another character. We've got his fireball abilities come out, but we're just missing the name. And then the quiet dude in the meeting gets up.
We're so close.
And just, yeah.
They all take a bathroom break, and he while they're out of the room rearranges.
But for some reason, they're the letters that they put on like the fridge, the magnetile ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's Sonya Blade.
Katana, that's the lady one, right? That's a lady.
Katana's another one.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to name the whole cast here. We are without BlakeHolder.
So it's a loose episode.
I think there's Jax.
Okay. We are without Blake for tonight. We'll see. We'll see if he sends in his rating and review. I just asked him for it.
Turns out Blake is the one that keeps us serious and on track the whole time.
Yeah, you never knew. But without further ado, let's get into our main review segment here, fellas. Nathaniel, if listener here is new or maybe they've just forgotten, can you give them a rundown of how our review segment works?
Yes, I can. Adam, just to let you know, you're coming through a bit staticky, robotic off and on there on that stuff. Yeah. Just letting you know if there is anything we can work around that. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell the reviewers.
Unfortunately, not much.
Me, not the reviewers, the listeners. We're the reviewers. The listeners, how the review segment works here on Back Row Banter. First, it is split into two sections. There's the non-spoiler segment, and there's the spoiler segment. Pretty self-explanatory. On the non-spoiler segment, we'll go over who wrote it, who directed it, who's in it, all the stuff that's on the IMDb page, and go around and decide if we would recommend this movie. It's got to be a yes or no. There is no nuance on the internet. So after that, it's after we decide if we'd recommend it or not, it's going to be spoiler time. I'll play a spoiler noise. This week, I think it's going to be this. But who knows? Maybe it'll change. Yeah, then it's going to be spoilers all the time. If there's any big plot twists or thoughts that we have about the movie itself, we'll go deeper into those during that period. And then we'll rank it up on our Entropy list, which is a big list of everything we've watched on the podcast rank. So even if you don't want to have anything spoiled for you, you can just skip over that, check out where the timeline is in our show notes, and go from there. With that being said, Adam, tell me about Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Scott Pilgrim.
I'd love to. New movie. Just kidding. 2010, PG-13, 1 hour and 52 minutes with an IMDb rating of 7.5 out of 10. It is directed by Mr. Edgar Wright, written by Edgar Wright and Michael Bacall, and based on a graphic novel by Brian Lee O'Malley. The cast includes Michael Cera, Kieran Culkin, Anna Kendrick, Allison Pill, Aubrey Plaza, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Jason Schwartzman. Yeah, we're still going here, people.
Huge. Chris Evans.
Johnny Simmons. We're going to go down to Chris Evans. Who else are we missing here?
Did we say Aubrey Plaza?
Brie Larson.
Did we say Anna Kendrick?
Yes, we did. I believe we did as well. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's
probably
stacked.
The big ones, yeah.
Yeah, those are probably the big ones. It's stacked.
Who's Knives?
To say the least.
Her
Knives is Ellen Wong.
Okay. Yeah, she's pretty great too.
Did I not list her?
Brandon Routh. He's the vegan man.
Yeah. Yep, he's good here as well. I think that's the main cast here. The IMDb summary for the movie reads as follows. A young man must defeat his new girlfriend's 7 evil exes who are willing to do anything to prevent her happiness with someone else.
Wow.
It's a good synopsis overall, I would say.
Is this the best and only good video game movie?
Well, it's both video game, movie, and graphic novel. No,
it's true.
Yeah.
It is a comic book,
but it is very video game-esque. And there's a game. I don't know if it came out after or
it came out after.
It did, yeah.
After.
Supposedly, it's really good too.
But yeah, it's good.
It's like a side scroller beat 'em up.
But yeah, I think so. It's like a top down set. Yeah, I guess it would be. I don't know. I don't know the genre technically. I think that you think you got it right, maybe. Anyway, it is very video game inspired, I would say, but also taking from the comic book. The comic book is or graphic novel, whichever, is video game and inspired, and thus this is from my kind of understanding. Have either of you guys read the graphic novel?
Have not.
I want to say I
guy.
started it at some point and then never finished it.
I just like the ones without pictures.
Yeah, nerd.
Not true. Not true at all. I've read all of One Piece.
Excuse me. I'll try and mute as I keep doing that. Sorry, fellas.
All good, man. All good. But yeah. So it's an interesting blend of video game, comic book, and as you can imagine, alluding back to our earlier conversation. Yeah, when I watched this for the first time at 12, 13 years old, whatever it was awesome. It was great because this was just very into video games. Very into the nerd stuff, and so like watching this at the time was awesome because it was just right up my alley, and I thought it was hilarious. I think remembering back to my first screening, there were some things where like the movie moves very fast, and so there's some times I was having a hard time keeping up from what I remember, and I. Since that viewing, I've maybe seen this one time, and I've seen it obviously like in pieces and clips and just in short viewings of different scenes or whatnot. But I don't know if the last time I ran through this all the way through. This is really only my second or third full watch through. In the 12 years it's been, probably 12 or 13 years it's been since I've seen this. But yeah, I personally am a big fan of this movie back then, even now. Definitely liking it a lot. This viewing experience this time around, with definitely some different kind of appreciation for it in terms of just the filmmaking and the editing and the way it tells a story transitions and the editing is nuts.
Cinematography too.
The filmmaking itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shot by the great Bill Pope.
Right over my head the first time I watched it. Who'd you say?
I said it's shot by the great Bill Pope, who most people would know for photographing The Matrix. Kind of gives you an idea, especially when you watch the fight scenes. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, action's great in this, but I'm curious. Do you guys, what is your guys' like personal connection to this movie, if there is one, or if there's any backstory? I mean, as you mentioned, Nathaniel, you were a junior, sophomore in college when I watched this for the first time, so you were probably junior, senior in high school when you.
So this was not one I caught in theaters actually, because if I remember right, like this was it had a really low opening. Like it wasn't super. I don't remember seeing a ton of trailers for it. I don't really remember seeing a kind of commercials for it. I remember seeing the poster at my local theater. And then I remember one of my good friends, Daniel, going to see it. And I remember him saying, like, I had no expectations for it. And I went in and it, like, blew me away kind of thing. And at this point, I think in my life, I'd maybe seen Shaun of the Dead. I'm pretty sure I had by that point, but I don't think I'd seen Hot Fuzz yet when it was released, that is. So I knew Edgar Wright, but I like maybe didn't put it together that he was doing it as well too. So consequently, I don't think I actually saw this movie until my freshman year of college. And I remember watching it in a friend's dorm, and then I think I like went and rented it or checked it out from the library like the next week as well too, when you could still do that and didn't have everything on streaming. But yeah, it's I think on the rewatch here, I've probably seen it 4 or 5 times since then. It's one that like is definitely a good like, oh, I want to put something on, but I don't want to pay attention too hard, like just comfort watch, throw it on kind of things.
Sure.
But in rewatching it this time, I was again to your point struck by the editing and struck by the shot choice, overall craft of the film for probably about 85% of it. And then I think the last 15% kind of starts to become a little bit more wacky, or in a little bit like you can see the loosening. Everything's not as tightly honed. And I believe that's because the last book was not published at the time that this came out. So they kind of had to make up the ending from where they went. And I think that is the first half. I think you can tell a lot more that they're adapting stuff with like kind of the onomatopoeia in the background, where like you'll have people knocking and you'll see like the knock, 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 or like ring. And like it has that like big artistic kind of RING in the sky and that kind of stuff.
Sure.
That kind of really fades away in the back 20-30 minutes of it. And I think that's kind of because of it. But again, that's a criticism of someone who's seen it 7-8 times at this point, and like, you know, I feel like I can make those at this point. Overall, it's expertly crafted. It's really well done. It's arguably Edgar Wright's maybe most crowd-pleasing movie, most accessible in a lot of ways. Yeah, definitely. You know, I would recommend it. I think some parts haven't aged great. Definitely a few R words in there where I was like, oh, we don't really say that in big 2026, but sure.
Well, yeah, and also just, I mean, him dating the 17-year-old girl is hilarious.
I mean, that's so funny like, too, where I remember watching it when I was 18, 19 and just being like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then watching it now and you're like, no, it's terrible. And then you're like, I mean, it's very funny how much they play into that, where you're like, yeah, I mean, 22 to 17's not, it's not great. Not great at all.
It's not great.
It's funny too, because like she even says it. She's like, my parents are 9 years apart. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like the movie goes around, like it like, definitely just plays on that the whole time, and you're like, okay, that's kind of a wild choice to make that so much of a uncomfortable like part of the movie as well too. And you're like, yes, yeah,
she's still
Scott's not a great person.
In high school.
Yeah.
Weird.
How do you immediately make your hero unlikable? Have him dating a high schooler.
Yeah.
Do we know, is she 17 in the graphic novel?
I think
no
so.
Idea.
Okay.
I
assume so. I don't know why they would change that. That'd be an odd choice.
You would think that they would change it rather than keep it, if that was, you know what I mean? So yeah, you would think that would have to come from some kind of source material.
You would hope. Tyler, what is your like personal connection, if any, to the movie?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I have like a personal connection to it. I told you guys my story from my first viewing experience last week, so that was a memory that will kind of always stick with me.
Sure.
So, but overall, I would say on like my actual first viewing of like watching the full thing, I didn't I can't say that I overly cared for the movie. It just wasn't like my favorite. It wasn't anything that like I was like, man, you guys got to go see this, or I wasn't like, man, Scott Pilgrim's so good. And I would say as of more recently, within like the last like, I don't know, decade, I've watched this like twice, and the last time and this time, I've been fairly significantly more positive on it. And I think it just has to do with age. When this came out, like I was just too cool to care about editing and cinematography and writing. And as obviously I've moved on and just my overall maturity level and how I appreciate movies in general, this movie's definitely growing on me for sure. It's just so quirky in some sort of ways, but so well put together. It feels so niche at some points, but like not. It's so weird, like the way that they are able to put it together. And I would say the big saver for me in a lot of cases for this movie is the editing, where they're cutting from scene to scene, or like his little dream sequences, and just how they do things with like a character yelling in one scene and then it immediately snaps to them being in like the next point. So they were just so smart with being able to put a lot of that stuff together. And then the soundtrack is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's almost solely based around music. And they do an incredible job of just being able to mix the sound as well.
I was gonna say, I don't think any of them are like actual, like they're not renditions of previously known songs. They're just stuff they made up for the movie.
Yeah,
right.
And they're great.
Well, I put this movie on with Sarah, and she, when Brie Larson's bit comes on, she's like, "This song is from this movie. I've like definitely heard this before." And I was like,
"Oh, really?
Yeah, you definitely have."
From the Clash of Demon Head.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "You've definitely heard this before. It is definitely from this movie," which is kind of funny.
That is funny. Overall, I'm positive on this. I'm definitely a recommend nowadays. Whereas, like I said, at first, I can't say that I was like telling people they had to go watch this. Whereas, if nowadays someone's like, "I've never seen it," I'm like, "Oh, you should totally watch it."
Did anyone watch the series?
No.
When did that come out?
2023.
Later. It's an animated series.
Yeah, they got everyone back for it as well. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
Might have to check that out. All right, are we ready to head into spoilers, fellas?
I am.
Do it.
All right. Well, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and head into spoilers. So if you've not seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you can go ahead and check the episode description. We're about to timestamp you can jump to, where you'll be taking the ranking of the movie up upon our Entropy list.
Up upon.
All right. You got a spoiler noise for me, Nathaniel?
Oh yeah. Shit goes down.
Let's get vegan.
We are Sex Bomb.
Great.
1, 2, 3.
Great band name.
Sex Bomb.
Yeah, love the bomb.
It's good. It's good stuff.
It's only $2.35. Didn't even be enough to get me home on the bus.
We are Crash and the boys. So sad.
Okay, I mean, this spoiler section can't just be us quotting the movie.
Why not?
But
that's all I want it to be, Adam.
There are, we'll get there. There are a ton of quotable lines from this. Genuinely hilarious, and I think Will might eat my words on this one. I think this is somewhat of a timeless comedy. Like, I think this movie will be funny for a very long time. I don't think there's a lot.
I think
that could age super poorly. I mean, there is some stuff for sure. Some of it already has, but the actual humor at the core of the movie, I think, is kind of timeless.
I think it helps a lot that the movie kind of hates Scott too. Like the movie understands that Scott's kind of a douche at the start of it and is just like, no, he kind of sucks. And like everyone in the movie also understands that and is like willing to let him kind of be an idiot for a little bit, so that he kind of comes good at the end as well.
Right.
Which I think is not something that a lot of movies would allow nowadays. Like, they'd still have the other characters be mad at him, but it would just be because he's so fucking cool. And I like that this movie is like, nah, he sucks. Like he's trying to figure shit out. He got dumped and it kind of fucked him up, and now he's broken a little bit, and he happens to run across the girl from his dreams, but maybe he shouldn't actually be with her just because she's in his dreams either, too. Like I like how it's always kind of playing with your expectations in that manner.
Right.
Yeah, good movie. Fun times overall. Like obviously an insane conceit. I love just the overall idea of like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to battle your girlfriend's several evil exes, but even in that, you have such a easy, not metaphor, but metaphor for like people and their baggage and meeting them where they are and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Fighting the past demons carried on. You know what I mean?
It's true, and maybe they just don't matter.
Well, they matter in some ways. Yeah, I think there is some underneath it all. I think there is still a good emotional message there about kind of fighting through all of that, and like you said, meeting your partner where they are and accepting their past for whatever it might be.
Scott gained the ability of self-respect.
Pulls a sword from his chest.
Yeah, but like you said, we've all got our baggage. We all have the past people in our lives, whatever that looks like, and past things that we bring with us. And then that kind of manifests itself whenever you're meeting a new person. And I do like how this movie kind of like, you don't know anything about Ramona Flowers, and then you go on that same journey you kind of do when you meet someone for the first time, if you have interest in someone like that.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, like, what about this person? What about this person? Like, you just all you want to do is talk and learn more about that person.
It does Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but without her being a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. It's more him acting like she is one, and she's just kind of being a normal person.
Right, exactly.
I love the whole, like, it's 2010, and there's a whole Amazon delivery bit, which feels very like early in that whole empire.
Yeah, it came out, and I was like, damn, that was a cutting edge joke.
Yeah, you could be a job
maybe ahead of its time.
You could have a job rolling around on roller skates delivering 4 packages a day. Nowadays, if you don't have 4 packages in 20 minutes, you're being fired and your family's being hung out on your front lawn. But
sad but true.
Hey man, you shouldn't have entered into the Amazon Web Services housing agreement, and then this wouldn't have happened.
Can we talk about this cast? Is insane.
So many people are
keeps getting better as the movie goes on.
So many people are in here right before they got real famous.
Right.
I mean, and even like the ones that you're like, oh yeah, it's the one Culkin brother. Bet he's not ever going to do anything. Comes out with Succession like 10 years later.
It's funny how he is. I mean, he hasn't changed at all, and he hasn't changed how he acted, how he is like, kind of
his delivery,
and everything like that. I mean, his delivery, everything is the same. I mean, that this is the same Kieran Culkin that I watch act in the year 2025 and 2026. Like, he's the same guy, which is just so funny to see, because I don't think that can be said for everyone in this movie. And obviously Michael Cera is playing a character, but I think his kind of sensibilities has changed, especially like after a movie like This Is Us, a little bit of kind of like leaning into his awkwardness and stuff. And he's done like quite a few different things since this movie, obviously. What did I say? This is the end. What did I say?
Oh,
this is the end.
This Is Us was the family like
TV show,
soap
right?
opera show. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, sure. This is the end.
He,
where he's like kind of an asshole, like, and he's playing himself.
Right.
But that's the whole joke kind of thing. Yeah.
But Kieran Culkin, he's kind of the same guy, even though
just turning people gay all movie.
Yeah, the whole time. Which is a great bit.
It's so funny too. Yeah, it's like Anna Kendrick's like, not again.
Yeah.
It's like, how many times has this happened?
Exactly.
How does he do that?
And I also love the bit where
is this guy?
where he's texting his sister while he's asleep.
Yeah, falls asleep.
Like, how did you hear it? He goes, what's his character? Wallace
told me
he's sleeping, and it cuts to him, and he got his phone. He's asleep. He's got his phone in his hand. So it's fucking so funny.
Could you do a thingy on that rail over there?
There's a lot of girls here.
We're into the quoting portion of the
Chris
pod.
Evans' part is so funny.
It's so hard.
It's so funny too, because when he's walking to get the coffee and he's like, that's hilarious.
Like, dude, that's a line I still quote.
That's such like a memeable
it's
thing.
burned in my mind.
I meme that
often.
What
is that from, dude?
Yeah, I send that in text, and I quote that in my day-to-day life.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. So good.
And then Brie Larson being in this is like, you see her for the first time and you're like, wait, who is that? And then you're like, oh, it's fucking Brie Larson. You're like, from where?
For me, it's the Aubrey Plaza character who you see like build April O'Neil in real time, basically. Or no, not April O'Neil.
Sure, yeah.
That's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles character. April.
It is. Yes, it is.
April something, but her character from Parks and Rec.
Yeah. No, she is the same in this. And the bit with her where her curse words get blacked out.
How do they do that?
Hilarious. Hits every time. Don't mind how I'm doing it. It's
that's a very Edgar Wright moment in it, which we haven't really talked about so far, which is just like him coming off of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and then making this is a good choice, obviously, but I think that's the right sense of humor matching with the material as well too. So many of the jokes are either bits or like bits of comedy and editing or timing and that kind of thing, and I think that's, again, mark of a good director. And then we haven't even talked about the action yet, which again we've said is shot really well, but it is impressive for a movie that is so not like, if you were to describe it on paper and then you're like, oh yeah, and they have these crazy fight sequences, you'd be like, oh yeah, well, I'm sure the fights aren't, anything to write home. I was saying, no, they went and got like insane fight choreographers for this.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, I think the fight scenes are definitely something that, again, most people underrate the first time they see it, or if you see this at like a certain age, you're like, yeah, whatever. But it's so like,
that's when you realize like none of it's CGI.
Tiger, Dragon,
it's all of them on wires and
old school, kung fu mixed with like video game cutscene style. Yeah, it's really good.
And then the effects and again, back to the editing, like it all blends together in a way that it's one of one. I like don't know if I've seen a movie like this. I mean, I don't know if there's a movie that you can compare to this in terms of its style.
It nails the comic book movie without being comic book in the sense of like it's a big shared universe and we're all being these like super, morally indicative heroes, like kind of thing. It's just like, no, this is what a comic book is like, and this is a translation of it to film. This visual medium, we are doing an adaptation to film, and we are not ignoring what makes it a comic book. We're bringing more of that over. Like, we're not just using this to storyboard the movie, we're also incorporating it more into the film as well. And I think it's still singular in some ways.
The only thing that comes to mind for me in like the sense of it really kind of became a one-off when they first came out was Kick-Ass.
Sure. Yeah.
Kick-Ass had like that same
I mean,
heavy
I've not
like
seen
fighting.
Kick-Ass.
You've never seen Kick-Ass?
No.
It's
my God.
It's Matthew Vaughn. So it's Kingsman kind of style more. And I would say Kingsman's the other thing. I would say actually just Matthew Vaughn in general would be kind of your other similar style. But I even think like in that, like in some ways the editing style of so like Matthew Vaughn's kind of like a Guy Ritchie protege, where like I feel like you don't get Edgar Wright without some Guy Ritchie in there. And even then, like, they kind of influence each other. That's still that British quick cut. Like you've got that editing style and it like grab something off the wall, put it on the ground, like fill up a cup, that very quick. I don't know. All I'm saying is it's all interconnected and that they're all very talented. And, this movie's
you definitely don't get some without the other.
Cells interlinked.
Yeah, within cells.
Within cells. Adam, next time you're over, we'll do Kick-Ass. We don't have to like put it on the short list or anything like that, but it is definitely something I think you would enjoy.
Mark Strong, is he the first one or is he the second one?
Second?
I thought he was the bad guy's dad in the first one. But maybe I'm misremembering. Anyways,
maybe we can start quoting. We can start quoting it a little bit more. Maybe my favorite line, maybe of the whole, maybe of the whole movie, is "I'm not afraid to punch women. I'm a rock star."
Yeah, it's like, what are we talking about?
Dude, it's so fucking.
You punched the highlights
and the delivery
out of her.
And that, and
you punched her highlights
and then following
over
it up with that. I think that scene where they're back in the green room and then it followed by the guitar battle. That is my favorite stretch of the film. I think in terms like seeing sequence of the film. What'd you say?
I was just doing the.
The
bass guitar, do 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 do, and you just get the D's.
But I think that might be my favorite ex-boyfriend, favorite battle, and then some of the funniest lines of the movie all happen within that scene. Or chicken isn't vegan, and then you get the vegan police.
It's milk and eggs, bitch. Gelato isn't vegan.
And then they strip his vegan powers and they like do like a high five as they're going back to their car. They're like, "Let's go."
Is that Thomas Jane and
I forgot. I don't know.
What's the other guy? They're both character actors. They're both great.
They
are.
Gosh, it's gonna be right on the tip of my tongue. He's got a great name. The other guy. Either way, excellent choice in casting on that one as well too. Yeah, I loved that. Because it's all right. So it's Matthew Patel, then it's Lucas Lee, then it's Bassman / Vegan Boy, and then is it the
chick,
the girl? Yeah, 7 evil ex-boyfriends, exes.
But he doesn't fight her right away.
Right, and it's
she just meets him in the alley.
But it's and it ends up being Ramona that fights her more than Scott does, and then it's the twins, and then it's Gideon.
Yeah. Gideon. G-Man
is Gideon. Love his band as well. I love Sex Bob-omb. I'm pretty sure the lead singer is also in Green Room. He's one of the Nazis.
The vegan police are Thomas Jane and Clifton
Collins Jr. Yes, my absolute boy. He's great.
I'm trying to find. Do you remember the lead singer's name?
I think it's Mark Webber. Is the actor's name. The talent.
Oh, God.
The talent.
Young Neil.
Oh yeah, he is in Green Room.
I think Young Neil is my favorite.
Young Neil's great.
On the rewatch.
I just like when he's like, he's like, the lineup's perfect now. Neil, Young Neil, you are now Neil.
Just Neil.
He's like, Neil.
I love one of my favorites is
so good.
when I think it's when they're at the Clash of Demon Head concert and like Knives is freaking out and he's like, yeah, they're a lot better live.
Yeah. She's like, that was great. And he's like, they're better live.
Yeah, you just gotta hear them live.
They are fucking live, you idiot. Yeah, Young Neil is goated.
So many great characters.
Absolutely goated.
Don't love the chip. The like, oh, Gideon just has a way of getting in my head, and then it's like, oh, it's a chip on the back of my neck, and like that's where I was just like, all right, man, like it's just the rest of the movie is so like well crafted, so top notch, and that's just like, right, all right, okay,
yeah, definitely pretty weak kind of ending, in terms of plot.
Yeah, as to why Gideon has a hold over Ramona Flowers when so much of the movie has been built up in terms of like jealousy and not being able to let your partner and baggage and all that kind of stuff, to have it like the final reveal was oh no, he's I'm always going to go back to him just because he's mind controlling me, and the result is we just turn the switch. I don't know, it felt like we didn't quite have it buttoned up there, and we were running out of time.
Mark Webber confirmed Green Room.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Two very different movies, both good.
Yeah, I would say different. A good start to describing.
Just a little bit.
Both have a battle of the bands.
There's some variations. Jesus.
Yeah.
It'd be a really good double feature is all I'm saying.
Oh my God, dude.
Scott Pilgrim versus Green Room.
I think you have to do Scott Pilgrim after Green Room so you can
100%. Yeah, no, you would not do
so
one.
You can feel things again. Do we have much else here? I don't know, I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like we've covered our bases. Like, there's a lot of good here, man. It's really well made all around, but there's like,
I mean, like criticisms.
A little bit. I don't think.
I like I said, I think the back half of the movie is not as strong as the front half. I think the particularly the last 10-15 minutes is not super great, but like, you know, the rest of it kind of carries it through there. I think I'd be interested to show this brand new to a fresh, like if you got a what are we at, Gen Alpha, you know, fresh 18, 20-year-old, you know, and showed them this, where they'd be feeling about it. Or if like someone, to Adam's point, is 13, 14 at this point and is seeing it for the first time, what they think about it as well too. Is this movie quaint? Yeah. Is it like, oh, that's not even what video games are anymore, or that kind of thing? Or is it, you know, is it just not even of the times, or does it still play? You know, I'd be curious to see where it landed to a true fresh newbie viewer on it at this point.
Agreed.
Yeah. For me,
I don't know.
I'm a recommend.
Well, I mean, yeah, you already said that. Past that point, people already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Where are we?
I would recommend. I believe in this movie. I think it's fun. Watch the series too.
I do want to check out the series now.
No, you don't.
You do. It goes in a weird direction.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's different?
Oh, very much so. Yeah. Like in the first episode, you're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Interesting. Now I just want to know how it compares to the graphic novel.
So
closer?
my understanding is, so the series was made with the creator, the graphic novel creator, and then another guy, and then they brought the cast in from the movie, and then had Edgar Wright, like, I don't know if go over it, but like kind of give his blessing on it as well too. So it is different from the novel. It's different from the movie, but it kind of replays events from all of those as well too. It's kind of like an Evangelion rebuild.
I was just about to say it's like an Evangelion rebuild.
100%. It is an Evangelion rebuild, except instead of going from series to movies, we're going movies to series.
Deconstructing, I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Wow.
It's actually
how does
Scott
Shinji
Pilgrim
Ikari feel about his about Ramona Flowers in the series.
The actual title of the series is Scott Pilgrim 1.0 minus 3.0.
You cannot join a band.
Yeah. You will not meet this girl.
God, man, very
it's
niche
about
references
time.
here, but
about time,
but for the Evangelion
bro.
audience listening here, they're cracking up. Let me tell you.
Well, we can get that into maybe what we should talk about in a bit.
Yeah, we can talk about it post review here. We got some time. Let's move on out of the review segment here, then, fellas, and we can get it ranked and do some more watching briefly. All right, welcome back, listeners who skipped over the spoiler segment of the podcast. We're going to go ahead and throw up Scott Pilgrim versus the World up upon our Entropy list. For those of you who do not know, the Entropy list is Back Row Banter's official list of all the movies we have reviewed, regardless of genre, regardless of anything else, all on one fantastic list. It's essentially how we rate and review our movies. Rather than do it at 5 stars out of 10, whatever it is, we throw up all the movies we review on a list and see how they compare to one another and see how they compare within tiers. We've now added a tiering system to the Entropy list so that once it is ranked, it will be automatically sorted into one of 7 tiers, and that can kind of give you a overview, a better feeling of how we feel about the movie as a whole. If you want to reference that Entropy list for yourself, you can do so by checking the episode description, where it is linked to my Letterboxd.
Tiers within tiers, interlinked.
Interlinked.
Within tiers.
Well, this isn't going to be an official one because we're missing Blake, right?
We are, yeah. So we are going to. That's a good point. Let me jot down notes here on what we all rank it.
That's a good point.
So let's that way I don't lose track.
Which did
Blake
we talk about?
Seen this?
Yeah, he's seen it, but it was going to be basically a new watch.
I thought he said he'd watched it enough where he could talk about it.
Okay. I knew it was.
He said he's rewatched it, but he said he hasn't rewatched it, but he's seen it a couple times. So I don't know if he's planning on rewatching it before ranking it, or if he just wants to give us a rank blind. Either way, this is an official episode, and we'll get his thoughts on the movie at some point.
Not a business.
Not a business.
Bit of sazzle.
Bit of sazzle.
Sarsaparilla.
You guys ever had a sarsaparilla? Sarsaparilla?
Sure have.
Me too.
I have not.
It's root beer.
Okay. Fellas, I'm going to do... Man, this is tough. I'm going to sneak it in here at 97, below Redline and above Top Gun Maverick.
Sneak it.
I want to sneak it into the A tier a little bit. That's very low A tier. I was looking high B, low A. Looking at this batch of movies, I mean, there's definitely plenty of good ones, but I'm like, I do thoroughly enjoy this movie.
Hate where you're thinking,
and I think it's a little, I think it's somewhat timeless.
I think I'm gonna go right at 100. I'm gonna go below Tron Legacy, above The Gentleman.
Okay.
For context, that is putting it above Superman 2025, as well as Bullet Train, and a little favorite of mine, Coherence.
Oh man.
A movie more people should show more people. Like that is.
I need to show that to. You said that I need to show that to my friends.
It's one of my true favorite word of mouth movies, where you're just like, "Hey man, here's a movie with 7 people in it, and you have no idea where it's going, and it's definitely not where you think it is."
True.
Yeah. Ty?
I'm going to be a touch lower because I do have things on this list like Blade at 121, Predator at 123, fucking Reign of Fire, Blade 2.
Reign of Fire.
And then you got some pretty big ones above that. I mean, like Watchmen is still incredible.
Yeah.
28 Weeks Later, District 9. So yeah, I'm going to actually go right below Reign of Fire at 125.
Magic
Hour. Put it below Reign of Fire, above Rebel Rage.
It's not a ghost. It's a dragon.
Right. So obviously, we don't know Blake's rating/ranking, but if it were just the 3 of us ranking this, it would go at 107.33. So it would be below Good Will Hunting and above The Terminator at 108.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you find yourself in a amp versus amp battle, go ahead and dial up Back Row Banter. Let us blow out the speakers for you.
Sick. That was a sick plug.
True.
Did you just do MLG air horn?
Yes, I did.
The air horn.
I just did an air horn at the end.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's perfect. That's comedy right there.
Thank you.
That's comedy. That's it. Oh wait, next week. That's it for this review. Next week's review will be a little movie called Ready or Not, which I'm excited to watch. It'll be my first watch. We're prepping a little bit for, what is the new one called? Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. It's coming out in a couple weeks. So we are prepping for that with Ready or Not.
If they don't play that song this time, I'm gonna get real upset.
Yeah, they missed out.
Ready or Not streaming on Hulu, I think, from what I remember.
Hulu.
So you can check it out there. Hulu. Cool.
Remember when Hulu was free?
Nathaniel, we've had some.
Nope.
Yeah, definitely not, dude. It's getting more expensive. It's going the other direction.
Once upon a time, Hulu was a free app, folks, and it was watching shows with ads the day after they aired.
Yeah, that's a joke, man. You're I don't think that's real.
So,
I don't believe you.
Rewind 2012. Got it on my laptop.
Fake news. Hulu was never free.
Nathaniel, we've had and Tyler had some Evangelion news recently for listeners of the podcast. You guys know, the 3 of us especially, actually just the 3 of us. I don't think Blake could care at all.
He hasn't joined yet, but
he hasn't joined yet. It's up in the air.
It's a hard join.
It is. We are all Evangelion fans. Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you've not seen it, I can't always recommend you watch it. So if you're not unsure,
it's
do some research right in. I'll try to.
Yeah, it's a person by person recommendation. I need to know you on an individual level before I can recommend it for you. I think everyone should watch it.
Of course, I'm going to recommend. Yeah, of course, I want everyone to watch it. I would love it if more people watch Evangelion. But are a lot of people going to enjoy it?
Yeah, there's certain friends that you're like, okay, you will engage with this, and this will change you.
Sure.
And
yeah. And there are other friends who I know I'm just like, you can't appreciate it for what it is, and that's okay.
Noah
it's
7
not for you. Yeah, Noah 7. I'm talking to you. But anyway, Evangelion news in that we are getting
more.
They didn't call it a reboot. Yeah, we're getting more Evangelion in some kind of new form. They didn't call it a reboot. They didn't call it like a sequel. So I don't know what form it'll take.
There's a teaser? Or
there's
at least
a teaser.
Some video footage where it's
Did you
like,
see the teaser they gave?
I did, yeah. It seems to be the kind of instruments of Shinji and Kaoru, what they tend to play, and then there's kind of a clip of a Unit 1 inspired creature. It seems like they almost seem more beast-like, which I would almost be kind of interested in if they did what is it, Voltron?
More organic.
Well, like original Voltron, they like made the robot, and then like was it a second series they made like a big lion or something like that? Like if the Avas were a little bit more like, you know, one was a rhino or something for some reason, or
primal.
Yeah. Transformers Beast Mode,
Wars.
Beast Wars, Evangelion. I'm in. But yeah, apparently the gentleman who's doing it now is a long-time fan and comes from the world of video games. He did the Nier Automata series,
which I haven't played but have heard nothing but incredible things about. Tyler, you mentioned something about Nier. Have you played those games?
I have not, but
okay.
I have watched pretty much like all the cinematics.
I know
from the games.
It's one of those ones where I think you could get multiple endings kind of thing, and almost like the first time you play it, you get a certain ending, and then you try and get different ones after as well too. And I know the gentleman has said that Evangelion's a big influence on him, so
he has. I haven't looked into what else he's done besides that Nier series. It seems like that's what he's most well known for. But when the news came out and reactions I saw on Twitter were generally positive, and people saying like, "Oh, I would be against this, but I saw his name attached and I'm not," which gives me some hope, because I think in general, if you asked me, you know, a week and a half ago, "Hey, do you want more Evangelion?" I would say only if it's from Hideki Anno. And so I was not expecting to feel the way I'm feeling based on what I'm seeing people say about the new creator. So I'm cautiously optimistic and excited.
I think I've gotten to the point in my life and like kind of around art in general where it is kind of like I'm not as precious about it as I used to be. It's definitely like, oh yeah, Evangelion means a lot to me, and like that first series will always mean a certain amount to me because it is such a window in my life as well too. And I think it's wild because I came to that series when I was 20 or 22 maybe, you know, and it's ostensibly a show about 16-17-year-olds, you know. And so like I always almost went into it more identifying with like the Katsuragi and like Mr. Kaji characters more than the children. And that's always been a weird kind of like entry point for me. And I think you were probably a similar age as well too, but even that, like when I first showed it to you,
well, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, right? I was 21.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, again, that 20, kind of like
20 to, I know I was 20. I was 20 as well.
Either way, it's a show that very much is about and grapples with transition and those moments of transition in people's lives where you are leaving behind one version of yourself and becoming the newer, more, you know, more adapted, more aware, and also more traveled and more painful version of yourself as well too. So I think anyone who's kind of entering those moments of their life is going to have have those moments of reflection in there as well too. I am similar to you guys. I think the more, or initially I was kind of like, whatever, and cash grab is what it is, kind of thing. But then the more I kind of thought about it, the more I thought like Evangelion has, in some ways, always been building to kind of things like this, where it is like, oh, I want it to be a world where people come in and have their own vision of it and like play in it, and then like and kind of have their own version. And like we've had the creator himself do that, so it's kind of giving anyone else carte blanche to do it as well too. So I'm very much like, I don't want this to have anything to do with the golden trio from the series. I want it to be completely different. Like give me what the Australians are doing during the Ava series or something, like give me weird extra stuff, or like do the Third Impact, but have it be completely different, where it's set in South America, something, you can do it like that as well too. I'm intrigued to see where it goes.
I'm in agreement with you. Cautiously, like I said, cautiously optimistic, and like that is a show I'll watch week to week once it comes out, like full stop. Definitely gonna be watching it.
Well, I think it's Studio Kara that's doing it as well too, which is obviously the original remains of what was Gainax that did the first series.
Who did what studio did the rebuilds then?
It's Studio Kara. It was them as well too.
Okay. Got it. Tyler, any reactions for you on Evangelion?
Yeah, just excited about the news. I didn't watch the trailer, teaser, or anything like that, so I haven't seen anything on it. So I kind of agree with both of you on the aspect of, like you said, you were cautiously optimistic but excited. Obviously, there's some caution there just because I do hold Neon Genesis so close to like what I know that it's hard. If anything, doesn't go the way I want it to, then like it becomes one of those things like, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
You'd seen it prior to us living together as well too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for sure. But then there's also that side of me of like Nathaniel, where it's like, I've seen it so many times. I love it so much for what it is that like, I also don't necessarily care if it doesn't go the way that I don't want to, because they do separate themselves so much, whether it is the originals, the rebuilds, or whatever this becomes, that I can still hold anything prior to this at whatever, put it on whatever pedestal I want to put it on. But I can't say that I'm not excited to see something else in this universe. I mean, it's like one of my favorite things of all time when it is related to anime, speaking of what I enjoy and like where my passion for anime kind of began in a sense. And so it's so deep rooted in me that they can't really mess it up, at least for me. But yeah, I'm definitely excited, but I hope it goes well. If it doesn't go well, I'll still be, a little like, well, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Don't come at the king. If you come at the king, best not miss. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with both of you for sure.
Well, kind of spinning off of that into what we're watching. I got to Shin Godzilla last night.
Oh,
nice.
Nice. I still haven't watched that. It's on my list.
Man, you need to watch it, and you need to watch it in the sub. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not afraid of a sub.
Which means that, like, because it's the dude from Evangelion, like, it's pretty much boardrooms, so you're gonna have to pause and like know whose people's names are and that kind of thing. But I promise it is the much more superior way to watch it, and like in watching it, you'll be like, "Damn, that's fucking awesome" as well too. And spinning off from that, I also watched Godzilla -1, which is also just a genuinely great movie as well too.
It's incredible.
So yeah, those were my things that I saw over the weekend. It was I also watched most of Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. I think because of you, Adam, as well too.
Sweet.
Where people had just been talking about it coming in a bit as well. So I was like, here's just a thing I could put on in the background. And like, I remember watching, I think I watched the first season, then I started reading it. And at a certain point in reading it, the magic system stopped making sense. And I just had to be like, oh, well, okay, things are just happening now. And they're going to tell me what happens and why. And like, that's fine. In rewatching it, I have a better understanding of the magic system. And it's also a show that I think works better as something that is animated than as something that is static. I think in the comic, it is actually tougher to kind of understand what is happening. Whereas,
I can totally imagine that being the case with how they transition in between
and
characters and their abilities and the differentiation between a cursed spirit and everything.
Yes, and the fact that particular artist, I feel like his characters a lot of times look very similar to one another in black and white. That is tough as well. And then also the different types of energies in black and white, it's hard to differentiate what is what as well too. And at a certain point, you're not even like kind of reading anymore. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm getting like 65% of this, and I'm just enjoying it for what it is. So I know the show is catching up with where the manga's done. The show is kind of catching up on it, and I'm at least, I didn't watch any of season 2 or any of season 3 yet, so I'm out adequately far enough behind that I think it's a good time for me to catch up on that one.
Yeah, make sure there's a movie in between season 1 and 2.
Oh, that's the prequel, though. I saw that in theaters, so I'm already good on that.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. I've got to rewatch that because I watched it, but it was around the same time I watched the first season, so I'm just going to go all the way through that. And then there's another movie, I believe, in between 2 and 3, right?
Right, but I think that's just it's one of those, it's the first 4 episodes of the season as a movie kind of thing, or whatever, or first 2 or 3 kind of thing. I don't think it's an actual separate movie the way the first one is, which is like the first one is what the manga starts with. Like the first movie, which is technically a prequel to the series, is how the manga starts. So you go through that first, and then you get to Yuji.
Got it.
And that kind of thing.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching, and Evangelion, and what I've been up to. I've also been reading. I finished a book called Echo, which is about a dude that climbs a mountain and then gets haunted by said mountain. Pretty cool in parts. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was interesting difference. I've moved on now, though. I finished it. I'm reading Mickey 7.
Let's go.
So yeah, I figured coming up on a year of me borrowing it from Tyler is much long enough for me to get to it. So
I'm gonna have to come get the second one from you.
Yeah, I'm about 3 chapters in so far. Very similar to the movie itself. So interested to see where that kind of starts to diverge a little bit more. But yeah.
I mean, you can borrow my copy of Dune anytime.
Yeah, why would I want to read the most boring?
Okay. Now you're just hurting my feelings.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that. I will read Dune at some point, maybe if I can picture.
I've said this to you before, but since we're on the topic, it is on Evangelion levels of importance, of substance. And it, to this point, importance for me. And especially if you wanted to keep going through the series, I think you would love book 4. Book 4 gets crazy.
Yeah,
but
I'll get to it at some point.
First ones are solid.
I have several more that I need to get through on the other side as well. We've got a couple shelves, got a couple of bookcases that we need to work through, but Dune's definitely on the list at some point. I mean, eventually everything's going to collapse and all we're going to have is books. So,
right.
Important I collect
looking forward to it
ahead of time.
Yeah. Have you been watching much?
Not really a ton. If I'm being 100% honest, I'm trying to think. No, I'm gonna go with no, dog. That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
The Scrubs reboot.
Scrubs?
Yeah.
No, I never really got into Scrubs originally, so
I think you would like it.
I also did not. Was there a new episode of Seven Kingdoms or whatever it is?
The final one. I watched all. Did I talk about that last week? I watched all of Seven Kingdoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over. I finished it. It's good.
Oh, it's over. Well, maybe I finished it, and I just didn't realize it.
Yeah, the one with the end of the tourney.
Okay, well then, yeah, I synced it. Yeah, no, I don't think there's really anything.
Turns out,
if I'm being 100% honest,
that dude's huge in real life, which I also feel like you can tell if you're watching. Like, there's a way that big people move, where like when they're truly a big person, you're just like, oh yeah, you are a little bit different. Except if you're like the Aaron Judge, where you look like you're a 6'1" person just scaled up.
Sure,
the extra 10%. But he's got true big man movement where you're like, yeah, it takes you a little bit to kind of like get going. But then if you have a tree trunk for an arm, it would break my head. Adam has nothing to contribute there, but it's all right.
Don't.
Yeah, you'll have to see if you have the second book for me. I'll come get it at some point from you while you're working.
It's all the one book, I'm pretty sure. So
there's a second one.
Well, they're all novellas, they're all one book. So there's 3 different like little stories, but they're all in one collection.
Oh, sure. Well, I don't think they're the one you have is just the first one.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah. Cuz the next installment would be Antimatter Blues.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Night of Seven Kingdoms still. Yes, I have Antimatter Blues. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, they are not. They are definitely separate books. But yeah, I think I have it every now and then. I can definitely bring you in a copy.
Bet. I got my membership card, so
hell yeah.
Tell them it's for me. They'll know what fucking time it is. They're like, oh, it's time for Tyler to read his 1 out of 3 books a year.
Soon.
Hey man, better than the average person.
Yeah,
you're still better than like 99% of the population.
Fucking A right, I am. That's fucking right.
Over 100 pages, you're really getting to elite level. There's no pictures?
Nope.
Well,
I have really just been watching JJK and Attack on Titan with
Attack on Titan.
Mates.
Are you watching? Are you still season 1? JJK, or are you?
Yeah, we just finished like the first half of season 1, so he just closed the gate at Trost, and now we are heading out with the scouts on our first expedition.
Nice, dude.
You know the armored Titan and the colossal Titan are their physique is based off MMA fighters.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh no, it's not. It's the armored Titan and Jaeger. And Aaron.
Aaron and Jaeger.
Yeah, Colossal Titan.
These are spoilers.
A little different. Is it?
Dude, fucking Beast Titan's so good.
Sorry,
so
Aaron.
To hear, like,
Aaron maintains a human the entire time.
Have there been like any like oh shit moments where that you can tell they're just like oh shit let's go, or like holy fuck?
Well, so one of my roommates has seen 98% of it, so there's not much he's getting for him to like be wowed by. There will be come the end of the series because there's twists up until the very end, but my other roommate who hasn't seen any of it has had a couple of those moments. I had him convinced Eren was dead.
Sure.
Because he turned to me, he was like, dude, no way. And I was like, you thought you knew who the main character was, huh? And because throwing him off his game, because he hasn't watched really like any anime or like a series all the way through. So he's not ready for the storytelling that's happening. So I can toss him and point him in whatever direction I want.
I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but Attack on Titan was my first anime.
That's wow.
Like
tragic.
It was definitely like in college where, well, no, I mean, I take that back. Pokemon, I guess, would be my first anime. Digimon.
Sure.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
But it was definitely the one where my friend was like, this is anime. We're watching it. And like, I think I watched the first 3 episodes and I was like, hey, yo, what happens next? Like, hey, what talk to
me. Yeah, man. It's been fun. He didn't recognize Eren right away when he came out from the Titan the first time. It took him a couple scenes of like, oh wait, and he's like, I didn't realize that's who that was.
So he truly made peace in his heart. He was like, this man is dead. He's never coming back.
Yeah, and when he saw the Attack Titan, he's like, is that motherfucker Eren? And then we just didn't say anything. Because he kind of looks like him, obviously, so it's not hard to kind of guess a little bit. But yeah, that was good. That was a good bit. He was he did have a like, who the fuck's that guy? When Levi comes out for the first time at the very end of the Frost episode, so cool.
Shit.
Yeah, so
fucking
cool.
Wait. You fucking wait, kid.
I know. That's what I was like. That's tame, dog. That's tame. Like he's taking it easy.
You're like, yeah, he ain't shit. He's gonna die next episode. Get ready, just like all the Attack on Titan characters.
Yeah, but it's been a great rewatch, and it is even just watching this first half of this first season and just knowing where it's going.
Did you watch?
Like, wow, this is a top 3, top 5 story of all time, and I don't think it's close. I think it has to be on every list.
Did you watch Blue Lock?
No.
I kind of want you to watch it because it is that thing of
Blue Lock.
Yeah, you're a sports person. You played sports. You know lunatics.
I am sport. Yeah. I do know lunatics. I was one once upon a time.
It's good on that shit.
Okay.
Whereas
like soccer?
Yeah. So like I watched Haikyuu and I love Haikyuu, but Haikyuu is very much of the like, we're all a team and we're gonna get better because we're a team. And I was like, okay.
Love teamwork.
Yeah, and it's like kind of like that thing of like, right, that is very rare. There are teams that are like that, but it is incredibly rare and it's run by the coach. It's like that's written by a dude that is a coach. Blue Lock, I was like, that's written by a guy that played. Where it's all like you are it's
that's
like
awesome.
It's like the thing that separates you is your ego, and you need to feed your ego. Like the thing that separates men, like the top players in the world, is that, like when they get the ball, they're like, I'm gonna fucking shoot this shit. I'm gonna win. And I was like,
that's awesome.
That's true psychopath shit. Yeah, that's the real stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, definitely recommend. Just check it out. Watch the first couple episodes. I think it's worth watching for sure. And I don't care about soccer.
I'm not opposed.
So it was another one of those where I'm like, I'm kind of learning about the sport as well too. But would definitely recommend.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it. We are at episode 268, gentlemen. Thank you all for listening, especially if you made it this far into the episode. You're our favorite type of listener, and we truly, really do appreciate it. If you want to do us a favor, share the podcast or share with a friend, family member, maybe an ex of yours, boyfriend or girlfriend. And while you're doing that, follow us on Twitter. Yeah, follow us on Twitter, Banter Row, YouTube, Back Row Banter, and our email is backrowbanterpod@gmail.com. I think that'll do it there. For show plugs, you can find me personally on Letterboxd at H. That's AYYSH. Nathaniel, where can the people find you out there?
Excuse me. You can find me on Twitter. No, you can't. You can find me on Letterboxd. You can find me on you can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at @NSGangrick or NathanielG92. Sorry about that, folks. Bit of a cough. Tyler, where can the people find you, friend?
Instagram, Letterboxd, NX, all Tyler Dallas via the alias. And that'll do it for us, folks. We appreciate you stopping by and supporting us and continue supporting us. And you know what? Just go out there and be a good person. And we'll BRB.
America. Ready for another lesson.
I almost traded my putter on Monday.
Yeah? Traded it in?
No, so there
Gave
was
it to me?
I'm on like fucking Facebook Marketplace. That's like my
Yeah.
main like scrolling now. It's just Facebook Marketplace. So,
That's funny. You're the second person I know. Noah too did that with Twitter. He said I deleted, or he's like, I gotta replace something with Twitter. So now he scrolls Facebook Marketplace. He's sending me
That's
links
so
all the time.
funny.
You should buy this. You should buy this. Stop sending this to me. I want to buy it.
I identify with the like I need to replace this with something. I don't think Facebook Marketplace might be the move overall.
yeah.
yeah, I think this was more or less just because like I actually will buy stuff on there, especially like parts for the Fiesta and stuff like that. Like people are just reselling stuff because they're cheap, and most people who have cars usually end up taking care of their stuff. And if they didn't, that's why they're selling it, because they beat the shit out of the car so much it ceases to live, and now they're selling their parts off, and they're usually parts that don't have like a necessarily like lifespan dedicated to them. So but anyways, I saw it's a zero torque putter. It's from a company called Lazarus, who is like a relatively smaller company. They only make like a few sets of like wedges and irons, and they're just obviously not well known. But
Sure.
like the zero torque putter game has been blown up, and everybody's doing it. And so I'm like, it beats spending fucking $500 on a fucking lab putter.
What is a zero torque putter? This is new to me.
It basically
Dude, a lot of people.
Yeah, so essentially
It's a hockey stick.
it's weighted in certain ways, and the shaft is put in at a specific point in the club head, so that way there is less restriction on you moving your club head like left to right when you hit the ball. So it just gives you
less
more
like
of a
twist.
yeah.
Huh. Okay. So they're basically just they're centering the club better kind of thing. So you're not as it feels more easy. Okay, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, like
It's another zero torque putter. Pool cue.
Yeah.
Yeah, no torque there.
We make
True.
that legal.
Very true.
I'm saying my
Just
putts
flip
go
your
up
putter
high.
around. Do it old
There you
Happy
go.
Gilmore style.
Yeah.
Come in and you flip your putter over. Or like you uncap the top of the putter. There's just a pool cue tip there.
You chalk it up. The fuck are you doing, dude?
Is that chalk? Like, what are you?
You pull it out of your bag.
Yo, guys, excuse me. I gotta chalk my putter real quick. Fuck.
It's your divot marker. You just mark a little arrow on the ground with your chalk.
But like Lab is like the biggest one that does it, like manufacturer.
Sure.
TaylorMade got into it recently. They got a couple zero torque
I think
putters.
Bettinardi's gotten into it as well, from what I.
Yeah, that probably tracks. So yeah, I came across this Lazarus company like a while ago, but never really thought of it. And then I saw one pop up on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy's like description literally said like, got it. I rolled the ball a couple of times inside. It feels good, but it's just a little heavier than what I like, and I'm gonna stick with my old putter. So then I messaged him and I was like, I know you're trying to get rid of a putter, but would you just straight up trade? And I sent him a picture of mine, and he was like, Yeah, he's like, I actually would be. He's like, I got a buyer lined up for tomorrow, but if it doesn't work out, then I'll hit you up. And then he ended up hitting me up on Monday and saying that he sold it, which I was like, that's cool. It just wasn't meant to be, but
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have not delved into the Facebook Marketplace market yet because I don't know, just don't really vibe with Facebook. I feel like, but
Facebook Marketplace is sweet.
But I'm all about secondhand shit at this point. Like, there's so much good shit out there. I don't need new stuff if there's good old stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, perfect example. 2014 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S,
Definitely.
$60,000. I mean, like, that's a killer deal.
Definitely not going to need $40,000 worth of repairs in the next 5 years.
I mean, this car being at $60,000, oh my God, that's crazy. It's got 102,000 miles on it. No way anybody's buying that. Fuck you, guy.
There it is.
You're crazy. It's a manual, too. It's not even, or I mean, automatic. It's not even manual. You'll never get it, bud.
You will never get this.
But yeah, mine's filled with fucking Pokemon stuff, cars, golf stuff. That's a majority, honestly.
I feel like mine would probably just end up with books and movies, which I'm not complaining.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Or if there's any left-handed golf stuff out there.
There is. Oh, the occasional watch will pop up for sure. We love that.
Love that.
Adam, you get out there to swing the sticks yet?
Golf sticks? No. Tennis racket sticks, yes.
Oh. The return
on Friday.
The return of the boy.
The return of the king. Yeah, no, it was a great time. It was like perfect weather, courts under the lights.
Ooh.
You know, first time I played in at least 4 years, if not a little bit longer. Body still feeling sore.
I was gonna say cardio, definitely the thing that you realized, oh shit, I don't have this anymore.
You know, I was actually surprised by my endurance. Like after 2 hours, we played for like 2 hours, and I was like, by the end, I was kind of feeling pretty tired. But it was most of my like legs were just like, just numb.
Well, you're always gonna have that sport specific endurance too, right? Where like you can play 2 hours of tennis, you can't do 2 hours of soccer or something like that, right? Where your body's just tuned to that sport at a certain point.
Tennis slows down enough in between points where you can recover a little bit, and on top of that, when you haven't played in 4 years, the rallies don't last very long.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's not like you're running back and forth for a super long amount of time. So that'll change as I like keep playing and try to, you know, get back into shape with it. But I felt, you know, it was so much fun and felt like way more natural than I was expecting it to be coming back. I was like, because I haven't swung a racket in a long time, and
you got like 15 years of muscle memory there, bro. That
exactly.
Away.
It was still there. It was still there. Yeah, it was great. The serve was a little rough. Serving was tough. I mean, you know, I really had to be in a groove to be a really good server back in the day. And like now that I haven't served in years, it's like, I don't know if that'll ever come back to me, but we'll see. Yeah, that was a good time. I am eager to get the golf clubs out. I'm next to the Diversity driving range, but it's packed always. And
probably Spency too. Yeah.
A little pricier than your average range. So it's nice to have there. I haven't gone yet because the one time I went was like a couple weeks ago when it was like 60 on a Friday randomly, and everybody else and their fucking mother wanted to go and swing their golf clubs too. So fucking lines of like 3 people deep for one bay at like every single bay pretty much. And I did not have that kind of time. So I was like, I'm out.
Even if I'm going to try that kind of time, I'm probably not sticking around.
Yeah, exactly. Not worth waiting for.
You're better off using your time driving out here to me where there's a
fucking, I was going to say, I'd rather, or even just out to a golf course in Deerfield or a different driving range. Like the driving range, if you're 3 people deep at the diversity driving range, you can drive an hour and still probably start hitting balls before you would waiting 2 people ahead of you.
Yeah, I'd be chipping in my apartment by that point. Like, fuck this noise.
Yeah, no thanks. Yeah. So and not every bay was like that. Some of them were, but every bay had a line.
I saw,
and at that point I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it.
I think I saw a different. Sorry, I'm cutting off your story.
Oh, you're good.
I saw like a weird simulator thing where it was almost like more like Tyler's little his chipping tool.
Mat.
Yeah. But they swung on that, and then it was based off of the mat. Like the divot you took off the mat was kind of like what the ball did on the screen, kind of thing.
I don't love that. It can't be accurate.
I was kind of more interested in it because like I'm not always sold on the like ones where they like tee off and into the screen kind of thing or whatever.
Oh, really? I feel like that's much more reliable.
You think?
Than a club path.
Yeah, I mean, they both have like their advantages, but I would say that like the TrackMaster technology has gotten so advanced.
Fair.
Yeah.
With like projector screens and
I have to admit that's like it's like learning to golf. Learning to golf off that is like learning to bat in a batting cage. I have to assume like there's still always going to be some difference between.
Yeah, there's definitely a gap for sure. Or like driving on a simulator.
Fair.
Like like just because I'd play F1 and on like a fucking Logitech fucking steer doesn't mean I can hop in a car and there's correlation. Like there's definitely going to be a gap.
Yeah. But the fact that I can simulate that kind of game in my fucking like in my house if I have one at home, I mean, unbelievable.
For sure.